Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, race fans. We are live on True Sim Productions YouTube channel, bringing you the Top Hat Comics out of Lexington, North Carolina, Saturday night Street Stock Series. This is the debut race for season number 2. We put it off for a few weeks, just waiting, making these drivers really be patient, because we know they have been eagerly waiting to get this season underway. And man, they are doing it big. Tonight is the Crooked Line Racing Series because Five Kings Motorsports has put forth $30 to tonight's race winner. We're at New Hampshire. We're at a little bit bigger track than what these drivers are accustomed to running on. This is mainly a short track series, and I know now in the world of NASCAR, New Hampshire might be looked at as a quote-unquote short track, but these drivers are typically racing on the bull ring style tracks, the half-mile, quarter-mile style tracks. But tonight, New Hampshire, Loudon, as others like to call it, we have about a little bit over a mile. So plenty of elbow room. So plenty of room to kind of get multiple lines of racing going on. And with these street stocks, we already know they can beat and bang on each other. So I do expect to see that as we see these drivers fight for that beautiful picture in victory lane here tonight, as you see right now on screen. Without any further ado, let's pull up the keys to tonight's race. You see there, Top Hat Comics Street Stock Series, we got an air temp of 79 degrees, but look down there, 107 degrees track temp. So that tells me there it's going to be hot and it's going to be slick. A little bit over a mile track. The keys to success here at New Hampshire, 107 degree track temp, you got to think about your tires. Because, yes, they do have an extra set in the pits. They have 2 sets in the pits, 1 on the car. For a 100-lap race at New Hampshire, that might sound like a lot of rubber to go through. But these street stocks, they don't have like your NASCAR style tire on them. They have an old beater street tire basically. So you really go through the rubber and you go through the tires really quick. So managing your tires, knowing when to push, knowing when to hold it. That's going to be a huge key to success tonight. And then look there, drafting in a street stock question mark. That's something that sounds almost unheard of, but you're about 2/10 faster in a draft here. So find you a partner, get locked up, and try to go to the front. That's a big key to success. And then you see it right there, third on the list, track position. When we come to these short tracks, especially shorter tracks than this, track position is huge. And now we know we do the choose cone in here. So drivers can basically pick and dictate where they start at in these races, especially on a late race restart. That choose cone, it can really flip the track position. So you really got to play chess here and really think about it to pick your lane. So track position will be key. And then, of course, I had a guy once tell me to finish first you must finish, right? You're racing for $30 tonight. I think the only way you're going to be able to park it in that beautiful victory lane and go up there and kiss the pretty girl is if you keep all four fenders straight on this car. Now, I did mention you can beat and bang with these cars a little bit, but they are pretty bad about knocking the right front toe out, knocking the left front toe out. Any type of suspension damage is really, really, really going to adversely affect how these cars handle. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting tonight. We're going to see if we can dial up last season's champion, Chris Carroll. Now, we did not call the action here on this channel, but we did call it on another channel, and Chris Carroll made the broadcast booth his playground last season. He won, I don't even know, I think 6, 7 of these street stock events. So, coming into a race like this, you have to put the 99 in as a favorite, that white and red USA Firearms.com machine. And luckily, we have Chris Carroll in the booth right now. Chris, this is Tanner Marr in the booth. You got a copy? I bet he went away to go take a little bathroom break before we get started here. Chris Carroll, Tanner Marr in the booth. You got a copy? So no Chris Carroll right now. We will see if we can dial him up after qualifying here. Let's see if we can dial up Jason Raymond really quick and have a quick little word with him. Jason, you are live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, Jason, I've talked about tires, the keys to success out here tonight. What's your outlook and what's the keys to success for you?
Personally, I mean, obviously tires, they're going to play a role. Setup's pretty loose, so keeping the car underneath me and the front tires in front of the rear ones is going to be pretty important. And then I have found the wall very often coming out of the corner, so that's going to be another important thing for me, is just try to keep it off the wall. I know, I mean, obviously you want to get as much power down off the corner as you can, but you got to try to find the line of in between loose and hitting the wall. So it's going to be definitely something to try to figure out throughout the night.
Well, Jason, I see we were already going into qualifying. Get out there and put you a lap down, as it looks like Thomas Axum, he showed up in the number 19, going to be a heavy hitter out here. Good luck to you tonight, Raymond.
Thank you.
Alrighty, as we just heard from Raymond, I see Chris Carroll's out there on track, so we will talk to him after he puts down his laps. Only 5 minutes of qualifying, so you got to get in and get your laps in really quick. As we see Jeff Shell taking the number 55 to the top of the board. Stoney Benfield went P2. We're going to see if another driver can best that. Garrett Crow goes P2. Oh, he's falling down P3 already. Now, on Wednesday night when we call these races, me and Jason, it is open qualifying, so it's really hard to kind of pinpoint and dictate who we're going to watch. But right there, last season's champion Chris Carroll in the single car qualifying action. First lap around, goes top of the board with a 33.93. So we're going to see if a driver can get a little bit quicker than that. As we're watching Thomas Axum right here, going to see what his first lap around this 1 mile oval is. I don't know if Axum is very, very familiar with these street stocks. We're going to find out right here as he goes P3 on the board. A pretty quick lap. Your top 5 in this race right now are some heavy hitters. Jason Day, Chase Pierce, Thomas Axum, Larry Bell, and of course, Chris Carroll. A lot of talent in the front half of this field, in this entire field, really. But just looking at the I ratings of all these drivers, it just blows my mind of just how fast they truly can be. And folks, that's why I'm up in the broadcast booth and not out there on track, if we are being honest here. As we're seeing Chris Carroll coming around for, I think he's already did his 2 laps. So let's see if we can dial up the old Maple Leaf Muscle one more time. That's actually Jason Day's name. I cannot believe I said that. But Chris Carroll, you were live in the booth once again. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Tenor.
I hyped you up. I told everybody you won like 7 races. Tried to talk to you, and you was not there, brother.
You don't want to know where I was, but yeah, I hear you.
It was a fart in church. I mean, I really hyped you up, wanting you to come in and just throw the hammer down, and you did not do it. But all good. Carroll, right now sitting top of the board with a 33.93. Talk me through the qualifying there, and what are you expecting for the race?
I don't think that's gonna hold up. I think there's a few guys out there that are gonna beat that lap, but yeah, it feels tight. It feels loose. It feels weird on the brakes. It feels weird off the corner. This is gonna be a learning experience here. We're gonna try and figure out what the car wants and what it needs going for the long run and the short run, and where it wants, what lane you want to run, and the draft and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on there tonight.
Looks like a lot of heavy hitters out here tonight, too. You look at that top 5, that's a who's who when you look at sim racing, Carroll. You got Dave, Pierce, Axel Bell, and yourself. I mean, I'd put that top 5 up against almost any league we got out there. What do you say?
I tell you what, Pierce and Axum, they're both great drivers. And, I mean, Jason Day's probably complaining already about how slow he is, and he's not going to be able to compete, and he'll be there at the end every time. So, you know, we got a lot of dudes out here. Jeff Shell. There's a lot of fast guys out here. Scotty Stevens. I mean, you go through the list, and this is a really, really good lineup. This is gonna be a competitive race.
On your laps around New Hampshire here tonight, Carroll, what's the strategy like? Are we saving tires, or are we on the loud pedal from the drop of the green flag?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, come on, Carroll. Tell me something. Tell me something. Lie to me if nothing else.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna go into turn 1 and I'm gonna roast those those fronts off it. And but no, I'm kidding. I don't know what the car is gonna want. I got to get in 10 or 12 laps to find out how it feels, how it's building, if it's tight or loose. Or I also got to see what the other guys are doing out there. I might not run in the lead the whole time. I might step back and have a look at what those guys are doing and try to figure out my strategy as far as fuel and tires. I think we got 2 tires tonight, man. I don't know quite exactly when to pit and where to pit, and we'll just kind of play that by ear and see what the other boys are doing and try and pick something, and hopefully it works, man. I really honestly have no idea.
All right, then, Mr. Chris Carroll, good luck to you tonight, buddy. We're going to bring you back down to your race team, and we're about to call this action. Good luck.
Thanks, sir. Have a good broadcast up there.
You, buddy. All right, folks, you hear the music in the background. Chris Carroll puts it top of the board at number 99, representing Pit Lizard Performance. And if you look there, it's a Pit Lizard Performance top 2. Chris Carroll, Larry Bell. Then inside row number 2 is the number 19 of Thomas Axum with a hard charging Mark Arthur in the 12 car right there to his outside, starting P4. Jeffrey Clifton's in P5, Chase Pierce is in 6. Jason Day brought it in P7 with Jeff Shell Bell in the number 55, representing North Carolina, starting P8. 9th, Jason Raymond. 10th is Jeff Dillon. Garrett Crow, number 38. He'll be rolling off P11 with Scotty Stevens in the number 2 car. Shown as number 17 because he does not have the correct preferred number set in the 12th place spot. As we keep going down through the grid here, 13, Stoney Penfield. 14th, Joshua Dube. 15th, Brandon. 16th, Tyler. 17th, Brian Treadwell. 18th, newcomer to the field, Jeff Field, representing New England in the number 14 car. Jeremy Osborne's in 19th with Blake Mosley coming over from Front Row Esports, representing Dirty Boys Motorsports in the number 13 car. He'll be playing shotgun to the field here tonight, folks. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button. Let me know who your pick is for tonight's event. It's going to be a fun one, that is for certain, as we wait for that beautiful Chevy Silverado to pull up and get going. I expect only 1 lap around this track. Then Barney Fife Jr., the flag man, is going to be waving that green flag, and then it's going to be go time here, folks. Want to thank y'all for tuning in to True Sim Productions. And before we go any further, my partner in crime, Mr. Samuel Baumgarten. I heard it's a very special day for that kid. I call him a kid. He's actually 1 year older than me. He turned 31 today. So if you see Sam, be sure to tell him happy birthday and have a good day. Other than that, folks, Top Hat Comics out of Lexington, North Carolina. We are live here in TSP. Hit that sub button. Chat with me. Let me know who your favorite driver is. Who your pick of the race is. Let me know if you see something crazy that I don't catch. Just let me know anything as we get the grid music off and we get under race conditions here. We're going to wait for that truck to make that hard left-hand turn onto pit road, and he does. Field is in the hands of Barney Fife Jr., the flag man. As we're off, Chris Carroll gets a pretty good launch, but look at all these cars. They are pushing and shoving already as we get the start of this race underway. 100 laps around here. It's going to be a long one for me calling this race solo dolo. As you see Larry Bell, he did start P2 on the outside. That inside lane just looks like it did prevail, and RAC drivers bounced off the wall. That is the 17 of Chase Pierce. He will be a favorite in tonight's event. It looks like Jason Day, Mark Arthur, Chase Pierce are all going to be 3 wide. As, Chase Pierce is running the Kyle Larson line. This is not Kansas, sir. Got to be careful up there as lap 1 is in the books. Season number 2 is underway. $30 on the line, and these boys are already racing hard, elbows out. As if this is what the entire all 100 laps are going to be, I don't know if they can survive. We see, Jason Raymond walking the dog a little sideways right there in the number 49 butt kicker machine. Was almost completely sideways on corner exit there. That's going to be something these drivers got to fight all night long. They see the top 3 of Carroll Axum and Jeffrey Clifton right now. And then back here for P4, P5, it's Larry Bell, Mark Arthur, still kind of duking it out. Mark is looking underneath the 43 right here, but not going to push the envelope too hard right now. Mark's a veteran sim racer. He knows these are long races. So no reason really to abuse your equipment and tires right now. Remember, keys to the race, manage your tires, find a drafting partner. You see the 17 trying to look underneath Mark Arthur here. Not going to be able to make it happen. As we're going to jump on board Mr. Mark Arthur, go in his cockpit just to show you what it is like around New Hampshire here. As we're pretty much playing follow the leader. Now, one good thing about Mark's setup in real life is on here, he's racing in VR. So if he turns his head to the left, he's looking to the left. He turns his head to the right, he looks to the right. I wish there was a way I could show you guys at home exactly what Mark's seeing right now. So he's able to really see what's happening and what's going on around these corners better than somebody is, say, racing on a monitor is. But looks pretty smooth right here. Not really having to fight that wheel a whole lot. Which I was hearing all practice long about how loose the setup was, how loose the car was. And that goes back to these speeds are really high out here. I mean, they are turning some pretty quick times right now. And these tires are not made for this kind of stuff. They are not made to be going 140 all of a sudden down to 110 and then right back up to 140 again. That's not what these tires are made for. These drivers are doing a mighty fine job making it work right now. As we're going to go through the field, Jason Day started P7. He's running P7 right behind the kid, Chase Pierce right now. Thought he was going to look to the inside of him right there. Thought better of it. Only lap number 6 of 100. So you'll notice that on iRacing and in racing in general, the older guys will kind of be more patient than the younger guys. They know they've been around for a while. They've seen a lot. And I say all that. Now the 52 is jumping to the inside of the 17. 17 is not given a whole lot of room here, but he does not have to. But you see the 17 kind of push up near the wall right here. As Day actually gets a pretty good run into number 52 on the inside. Got teammate Jason Raymond right there behind him, trying to give him the draft help down the straightaway there. We cycle back up front. It's still your same top 3. Chris Carroll, Thomas Axum, Jeffrey Clifton right now as they are running. You see, there's a little bit of a distance between 3rd and 4th place of Mark Arthur. Mark has successfully made the pass over Larry Bell, and now that is bringing Jason Day with him. Larry Bell kind of bobbled right then, stacked on the field. Bell's on that wall, going down the straight stretch. They're going to be 3 wide as they go off into turn number 1 here. Raymond, he's still young. Raymond's not going to back out of anything. And we get on to the kid all the time, but he wins a lot, and that's what he knows right now. So, whereas a veteran right then, they probably would have backed out of that. Raymond said, hey, we're keeping the foot in it. But it paid off right there. These drivers are doing a great job around this track. Already 8 laps in, 9 laps in at the stripe. Has not been a whole lot of beating and banging yet either. As our top 3, top 4 are pretty much all single file. Still a little bit of real estate between 3rd and 4th place as we're going to go all the way through the field. Let's go back here to Blake Mosley, a newcomer to the actually not on track. So we'll go back here with Jeff Field, also a newcomer, in the number 14 car. Got Jeremy Osborne in the 41 right there in front of him. I like the look of that number 41. Got Logitech on the hood. I raced with a Logitech G29 for about 2 years before I upgraded. You got Brandon, who started in the 15th place spot, currently in P17 right now, so might just be trying to save the equipment right now and save the tires. Is the number 21 of Brandon Iskainen, whatever his name is. Got Tyler right there in front of Brian Treadwood. Oh, we got a slight bobble right there. 48's going to be into the wall hard. And cautions on the speedway. It's telling me Scotty Stevens may have went around. As he did. I was actually looking away and must have missed that. Go back and watch it on the True Sim Productions Wreckage replay. As yeah, Scotty was right here in front of him. They got into the power a little bit. Oh no, the 9 and the 75 of Stoney get into it, and then ultimately there's nowhere to go for Scotty Stevens except to the inside wall head on. I look for the number 2 of Scotty Stevens to bring that car down pit road if I had to guess. Because we're going to see if we can dial him up and have a word with him. As he did not go down pit road. Scotty Stevens, you are live in TSP's booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
So, Scotty, it looked like a little bit of hard racing right out in front of your windshield. Ultimately, you paid the price for it, though. Tell me how it went out your windshield.
Yeah, this is a product of close racing right there. It was all 3 real tight. Looked like they got into it a little bit. Stoney on the outside might have came down a little bit and just tapped my nose just the slightest little bit. Got the car upset. Ain't no big deal.
Are the cars that much on edge where a little bit of contact like that just sent that car around, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a handful to drive right now for sure.
I noticed you're taking the 2 car down pit road. Are we going faster pair here or
No, I don't think it's that bad. Just go check damage, see what's up, make sure the tow's all good.
What about tires? You got an extra set of tires. Are we taking any tires yet?
Oh no sir, no sir.
No sir on tires. In the words of Chris Pittman, that'd be a no sir. All right, Scotty Stevens, good luck to you, and that's your one mess up of the race. Now, and I put that 2 car up towards the front.
Nah, we'll try. We'll see.
Good luck, buddy. Yeah, Scotty Stevens there. You heard him. He said they were just racing hard out in front. Nowhere for him to go. He paid the price for it. Folks, while we are under caution here, if you want a good-looking race car yourself, you need to hit up MF Racing Designs over on Facebook.com. You saw the commercial before we got going here. We will run the commercial before we close up shop. MF Racing Designs. They are a proud series sponsor to this group, to this entire league, all of Crooked Line Racing. They are loyal to TSP, so we are loyal to them. They have some beautiful paint schemes they provide on any car you can imagine. That is MF Racing Designs. Michael Falk over on Facebook.com. And while we're also out here, I want to thank Mullet Music Productions. That is Joshua Rutherford. He is the fine gentleman that sung the National Anthem earlier before we went live in the booth. So Joshua Rutherford, thank you for that, allowing us to use that. Very, very nice. Now choose cone has already come and gone. Thomas Axum to the inside. Chris Carroll elected to go outside. I need a graphic. Michael Falk, if you're listening, I need a graphic for the choose cone, and I'll start paying more attention to it. But we are getting ready to go back racing here. Chris Carroll is the control car on the number 99 on the outside. Outside lane got a bad launch earlier. Inside lane on the start of the race got going really good. As these drivers try to get up through the gears here, we are green flag racing once again. You see all these drivers just fly on by the flag stand. Going to try to go down in turn 1 and 2. Chris Carroll gets clear of Axum, but Mark Arthur cannot say the same with Jeffrey Clifton. As, almost contact right there. Mark's really putting that 12 car. The left front of the 12 car was almost kissing the right rear of the 5 car right there, but both of them drivers keep it clean. They're just telling me Stoney Benfield may win around. As must be a glitch with SDK, because Stoney is looking good in number 75. As 41's around, going down to the grass, coming back up. And more contact. Heard the 41 getting to the wall right there. So it's a product of tires cooling off right there. I see the battle right here for 15th, 16th, and 17th. These were the drivers that were racing around each other a while ago when we saw the caution fly. Scotty Stevens having a little bit of a connection hiccup right there. As we saw him get a little bit of damage on the front end of that number 2 Ford Mustang Street Stock, but I don't know if it's hurting him or not. It's kind of hard to tell. As he did lose a lot of time right there. Jeff Dillon up here at number 20. Got Chase Pierce, Garrett Crow, and Tyler right here behind him. So the 943-20 have who's who of fast guys right here close to them. See Jason Raymond still behind teammate Jason Day, 49.52 right here. They're driving off into turn number 1 again. Going on board with the 49 of Jason Raymond. See, you can hear them tires working. I do have it turned down quite a bit because I don't like hearing it in my headset, but you can see that you can hear the tires working pretty good right there. As got into the wall a little bit right there too. It's telling me Tyler has went off track, and he has indeed. Gonna try to get the number 53 back up on track. No yellow on the speedway. Speedway is remaining at race pace. As our top 2 have created a little bit of breathing room to 3rd place right there behind. These drivers are racing for $30 presented from 5 Kings Motorsports. Want to thank Top Hat Comics for being a premier series sponsor. Top Hat Comics located in Lexington, North Carolina. I know personally they have models that you can get to go build your favorite type of car, new car, late car. They got comics, of course. Basically, it's a hobby store from what I've heard. Top Hat Comics, based out of Lexington, North Carolina. As Carroll's led every lap up to this point, I do believe. So the first 22 laps were around this circuit. As I'm wondering if these guys back here in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place position, if they are just kind of riding around right now, just basically saving the equipment, saving the tires. Remember, keys to success at New Hampshire: to finish first. First you must finish. But I've always been under the assumption that the safest place on the track is out front of the track. As 48 Jimmy Johnson replica throwback scheme has went off in the grass as well. See if we can see what happened to Brian right here. Oh, a little sideways here coming out turn number 2. Did he keep it off the wall? Get down the grass and oh, just ultimately no traction down there. Get on the brakes and she just keeps going. You can tell Brian is having a terrible, tough time trying to fight that car right now. You look at Thomas Axon working all on the back bumper of race leader Chris Carroll. Axon, a regular in the Tuesday Night Tour Modified Series, decided to come race street stocks with us here tonight. I think he saw the 30 bones up for grab and wanted to line his pocket with a little more cash, I do believe, because he decided to show up on a Saturday night. But he is the only driver right now that is able to stick right up here with Chris Carroll and basically be a nuisance to Carroll. He's just close enough to Carroll to where Chris has to watch that mirror constantly to try to see if Thomas is trying to make a pass or not at all times. So it's never letting Carroll just relax out front here. You see Thomas attacking this track here. I'm amazed with how different driving styles are out here. Now, you see the wheel here. Thomas is working that wheel a little bit. That orange tape it's there to signify to the drivers what the middle is. So if it's in the middle, you know it's basically pointed straight. You see Thomas here in the number 19 car. He is working the wheel slightly. He's working it back and forth. Gets a little loose right there. But now, let's jump on board with Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll, I call him a psychopath when it comes to driving because watch how he works this wheel. He really works that wheel. It's just different driving styles, just more aggressive on the wheel. And drivers can be like that and save tires. I can't do it. I have to be more smooth, more conscious with how I'm moving the wheel. But Carroll, he can really work that wheel and manipulate the wheel so much that it's what allows him to be so fast, he said. But it's just different driving styles. Now, Mark is really smooth on the wheel. Let's see how he's working this wheel. You see, he's catching the car ever so slightly, but Mark's biggest thing is he wants to keep that wheel straight whenever he can. If that wheel's straight and you're in the corners, that means you are not using that right front up at all. That's what you got to do to be fast out here. So you'll notice Mark, he keeps bringing that wheel back to the right, trying to put that orange tape back in the middle. So it's just all different driving styles. We jump on board with Jason Raymond. We'll watch him one corner, and then we'll jump back out to the TV cams here. See how Jason Raymond attacks the corner. Raymond's keeping it pretty much turned to the left here. Trying to save the car right now. It's interesting how we all could go out here and drive a track and all be somewhat fast, but all have totally different type of approach to the driving style of it. It looks like Clifton may be holding Mark Arthur up in the 12 right here. Or Mark is just trying to push him to get up to the leaders. As Mark's going to actually look to the inside, turn number 1 here. Battle for the 3rd place position. As I do apologize for a stuffy nose sound. My allergies have been killing me today, just beating me up entirely. Now, since Mark's made that pass, we're going to see if the 52 of Jason Day can follow through. And that's what Clifton don't want to see because he has 3 cars right there behind Mark. But that 5 car, Clifton did a great job. You see Jason Day wash up a little bit, and teammate Jason Raymond, if he sees a hole there, he's going to go. And you saw right there, he saw Day push up ever so slightly off the corner. And Raymond pounced on it. Now Raymond has got himself up to P5, I do believe. And oh, we have contact. Chase Pierce may be going around. I think he's not going to be able to save it. A wreck on the backstretch. They were racing for 3rd or 4th, 5th, and 6th right there. And Chase Pierce goes on around after contact with Jason Day. Oh boy, let's go see what happened here. It's kind of hard to call it. Let's rewind it back and pause it really quick and see if we can find us a little bit better camera angle. Oh, Jason Day just comes off the wall ever so slightly, just chasing the car a little bit. Comes off the wall, and boom goes the dynamite for Chase Pierce. Kid's just along for the ride at that point. Because we're going to go on board with Chase Pierce, just kind of watch it out of his cockpit as they come through turns 1 and 2 here. He sees Raymond basically going to get clear of the 52. 52 just gets a little loose right here, walks it down the track, and nowhere to go for Pierce, but heck of a job driving by that kid to keep that car off the wall right there. Kudos to that kid, Chase Pierce, keeping that car off the wall. Let's see if we can talk to him. There's not many drivers right there that's going to keep that car clean and not just rip the entire front end off the car. So kudos to the kid, Chase Pierce, for that. Chase, you are live in the TSP booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm going to call it how I saw it, right? Jason Day looked like he got loose, came way down off the wall. You wasn't expecting it. Boom goes the dynamite. Talk me through your windshield there.
Exactly what you said there. That's exactly what happened.
How? Sorry, but how in the hell did you keep that car off the wall right there?
I don't know. Just trying to save it. I attempted to, and then overcorrected a little bit.
Yeah, a little.
Once I saw it sliding back to the outside wall, I just held the brake.
Right. Very, very heads-up driving there because, like I said, I mentioned in the broadcast, you go back and watch it, there's a lot of guys would have ripped off the front of their car right there. And so kudos to you for that. You've run about P5, P4 all night here, Pierce. What's the car feeling like? Do you think you got a shot to win this thing?
We'll see. Right now it feels good, but tires probably a little cooked after spinning there. And some guys just got fresh tires, so we'll see how it runs.
One more question too, Pierce. What about passing out here? I've noticed that's been kind of hard, huh?
It's tough. I've tried to make some passes work on the top side. It's pretty hard. The bottom seems to be the preferred passing line.
You have been the only guy going all the way up top. So good luck to you, Chase, and maybe we talk to you then.
Yep.
Chase Pierce, a great job keeping that car off the wall right there. I think he kissed it ever so slightly, but no harm, no foul. So we have new leaders out front. Chris Carroll, Thomas Axum elected to take it down pit road right there, as they most definitely did. Trying to see where Axum's at. Axum's in 7th. Chris Carroll is all the way down to 16th, so I'm not sure what happened to Carroll. We are back. Green flag racing. Mark Arthur gets the launch he needs to put the number 12 Power Puff machine out in front. Jason Raymond's P2. Chase Pierce, he's so lucky, the kid is. He spins, brings out the caution. Don't pit, gets all that track position back. P3, but I'm waiting to see how these fresh tires that Axum has on car right now, how they're going to act. And then, like I said, Chris Carroll led every lap up to this point, first 30-something laps. Something happened to him on pit road because he is currently sitting 14th. And you heard Pierce say it's hard to pass out here, so he's definitely going to be a driver to watch if he's able to make some positions up. See, Raymond just he's trying to look underneath the 12 car here, not able to make a stick, though. I think that clean air on Mark's nose is going to make it hard for these drivers to pass. Like I mentioned earlier, Mark is a veteran. He does not make a whole lot of mistakes. Oh, Garrett Crow has went around. No caution on the speedway. Let's go back and see what happened to Garrett Crow. Got Garrett right there in the 38. Got the 53 right there behind him. And oh, Garrett's just walking it sideways ever so slightly. Oh, collects the 53. Nowhere to go. 41 gets involved. Cannot believe that wasn't a caution if we are being honest here. As Garrett's just going to try to limp around now until we do get another caution. Because I would have to venture a guess that 38 car is hurt. The 17 of Pierce looking to the inside of Jason Raymond. Passing has been a tough chore all night. It's going to get tight right there. Jason's not giving a whole lot of room for Pierce to come up off the track. It's like Raymond wanted to almost go 3 wide right there. It was right to the back bumper of the 12 car. The 17 should be able to clear the 49 right here. I do believe they might make contact. It's going to get tight right here on corner exit. Raymond gets the run off the corner, though. So that middle groove looks to be the preferred lane around the track. You just get such a run You see Axum with those 4 fresh Mr. Feelgoods on his car, trying to make that new rubber work, get out to the front with Chris Carroll's mistake to get put back in the field. As, oh, Raymond's in the wall. They're going to be 3 wide for P2 here. As Axum, very, very smart, decided to back out of it. That's the difference right there. We saw Raymond earlier. He elected to not back out of it. Axum did back out of it. It's just, it just comes with time, right? Not that Raymond did anything wrong. He just saw a spot, had to go, right? It comes back to driving styles once again. As Pierce did get clear of the 49, and oh, Axum and the 49-19 almost make contact right there. But I actually think they did touch ever so slightly. As Mark is setting the pace right now. Fastest lap that time around, though. Don't look now, but mama, here comes that bad man, Chris Carroll, and that's with traffic out in front. This man is on a trail right now, blazing a trail, trying to get back up here. He led the first 30-something laps. Had some type of mistake on pit road. Something happened to the number 99. Put him back in traffic. Allowed Thomas Axum to be the first car on fresh tires, and you see the 19 car is making the rubber work. And with this track being as big as it is, we have not saw very many cautions. I think we've had 2. I mean, there's no telling. This race could go the next 60 laps green. If it does, Thomas Axum's going to look like a genius out here. See a little bit of beating and banging back here. Jeff Shell, number 55, Shellbell, working at Richard Childress Racing now. Got him a great job. Landed him a fantastic job at RCR. I know he's excited about that. He's got to be excited about it because I'm excited for him. You see him racing side by side with Jeffrey Clifton. Clifton's been up front all night. But something has happened with Clifton. He had a 27-second stop. Compared to Thomas Axum, I mean, they both got tires, so Clifton is either saving them or something, but then we see him kind of walking sideways right there a little bit. It is hard to tell, but one thing's not hard to tell is this Kentucky pollen is killing me out here, folks. Absolutely killing me. You see the 5 and the 55 still door to door. Side by side racing. I was actually nervous coming into New Hampshire. I cannot tell lies. Oh, they're leaning on each other a little bit right there. That made Clifton have to get out of it a little bit to stay off the outside wall. So advantage to Jeff Shell. Brought Joshua Doob in the number 9 car with him. Now Doob's to the inside. It's like Rose reversal for Jeff Shell. He was the car on the inside. Now he's on the outside, really having to fight that wheel. Clifton washing up next to the wall. I think Clifton's got those tires super hot. As, of course, we got some channels in the chat trying to talk to us. It never fails, never fails. I think it was Samuel Baumgarten. Birthday boy took care of those. I do appreciate that. I did miss it. As we're back up front, your top 4 are all nose to tail. Thomas Axum with the fresh rubber, trying to make it work. The only 2 cars on the track that have not pitted. They're sitting 1st and 4th. Mark Arthur, Jason Raymond. They are sitting pretty out front, and that shows right there that Mark was saving his tires earlier. If he is able to maintain the same pace as these guys and stay out in front, I figured Thomas would come blazing through on fresh tires right there, but ultimately does not. Chase Pierce, he pitted, but he pitted on lap 12, so Chase is definitely not on fresh tires. We actually saw him stay out, right? He got wrecked and stayed out. But now the 49 car, Jason Raymond, is looking back to the inside of Chase Pierce. This is what allowed Thomas Axum to get around him a while ago when they started racing hard. Now they're back door to door as they come out of turn number 2. It gets super tight right there on the track. You got to be careful. They both made it work. We get a wide shot here. You see Jason Day, Joshua Doob right there. Some very good-looking paint schemes out here tonight. As speaking of paint schemes, why not? Let's dial up the MF Racing Designs Best Paint Scheme of the Night Award. Let me know in the chat, who is your pick for the best paint scheme of the night? As we're going to take a gander at some of these cars right here. Trying to find a better camera angle. You got the Powerpuff Girls of Mark Arthur right here. And I forgot to put the camera pack in. I don't have my correct cameras on. But anyways, let's get the MF Racing Designs Best Paint Scheme of the Night award going. As we were very busy before we came into the night. I forgot all about changing my camera packs. Cannot believe I made such a rookie mistake. But a lot of good looking cars out here. We go through the field. I really like Jason Raymond's 49. I really like the 52 of Jason. The 99 Chris Carroll. It's a car he's had for a while, but I love it. Larry Bell has that old Richard Petty type vibe to it. Love that car. Not a huge fan of Scotty Stevens with the number slid forward, but I talked to him already about that. You know, I'm going to go with Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle, Jason Day, in the number 52. Oh, no! Oh, no! Broadcaster's curse 55-52 are going around. I have my hands over my eyes. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. Jason Day won the MF Race Design's Best Paint Scheme of the Night. He's going to watch his broadcast back, and I know it's going to be my fault. I cannot believe that just happened, folks. I cannot believe that just happened. No way. As we're going to bring it back up and see what happened on the replay here. The True Sim Productions Wreckage replay. You see the 53, 52, 55. A lot of 50s right there. As, Day just comes up ever so slightly. Nowhere for Jeff Shell to go right there. And ultimately just sent Jeff Shell on around as well. So, tough break for the 55 right there. So, Jason cannot blame it on me. Normally, the broadcaster's curse means you get wrecked, right? I think he may have had a hand in doing that. And I know he'll watch us back and he'll tell me different maybe. Because it's hard for me to really know, right? I can't tell what's going on in the car. There could have been net code involved there or anything. So, Mark Arthur, Jason Raymond. They surrender first and fourth. They're taking it down pit road. Chris Carroll, Larry Bell, Jeff Shell, Scotty Stevens. Did Day not come down pit road? Day did not come down pit road. So, see if we can dial up Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle here while he's still out on track. Jason Day, you're going to be mad at me when you watch the broadcast back. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Literally, Day, I want you to watch the broadcast back. Watch for lap 48. I am giving you the MF Race Design's Best Paint Scheme of the Night. I just put the camera on you, and you're getting turned to the outside wall.
That's okay. Apparently it was my fault. Apparently it was my fault earlier when Mr. Pierce got into me. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll try to battle back.
Oh, now the... I don't... well, the Pierce one, it looked like you got loose. I don't know, though. Like I said, it's hard to tell up here in the broadcast booth. But what happened there? Was it net code in between y'all, or did you going straight just get turned?
We were going straight. I think maybe it just pinched a little bit. He was up against the wall. I was in the middle. Car starting to go low, so I might have pinched him a little bit. Probably my fault there. This earlier in the race, I kind of got run into the rear quarter, so it's hard to be my fault. But it's all good. It is what it is.
Well, Day, you got we're right at halfway point of this race. Car don't look bad. I'd still give you the MF Racing Designs Paint Scheme Award. I just cannot believe the timing of that. You sucked the entire life out of the broadcast right then. I was like, I just jinxed this guy so hardcore.
All good, buddy. Just here having some fun.
Good luck, buddy. Keep that car straight. I know you got a contender out there.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir, bud. So Jason Day right there. Man, oh man. What are the chances of that? Just absolutely crazy. As lights are still on the pace car. See if we can dial up Mr. Mark Arthur, who decided to bring it down pit lane finally. Mark, you're alive in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Are y'all doing a choose cone right now?
Yeah, coming to it.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
So, Mark, I noticed that you and Raymond, the only two out there that elect not pit.
What's that? You might cut out.
Sorry, I noticed that you and Raymond, the only two, elected to not pit a while ago with everybody else, right? But y'all maintained speed. You were first, he were fourth. Is that some type of strategy you can play in, or are you looking to go down pit road anymore tonight?
That'd probably be it right there. But I don't know. I was just seeing what the leaders were doing, and I don't know. It's not a lot of fall off on the tire, so you kind of fall down to the 3s and 4s and basically sit there. So you're only talking about a couple tenths a lap for like 10 laps, and you kind of even out. So I don't know. I just wanted to see what it would do in clean air. I think Axon was playing a little cat and mouse there anyway, but
it was hard to
I don't know.
tell.
We'll see what the new tires feel like here.
Right, and number 12 car, you're going to have new tires. Got Jason Raymond right there behind him. Good luck to you, Mark Arthur. I'm sure we'll be talking to you at the end of this thing, buddy.
Thanks, Tanner.
Mr. Mark right there in the number 12 cars. We're getting set to go back. Green flag racing. As Jason Day, he's really hard on himself. I don't know if he heard me say that I thought it was kind of on him the first one. It looks like he got loose, but I love O'Day. He's such a good guy. His son's trying to make it in the baseball world, and with them being Canadian, they're automatically at a disadvantage, right? But his son's traveling all over, and a pretty good ball player from everything I've saw. So Jason's not able to sim race nearly as much. So yes, that is 2 incidents Day's been involved in, but I promise you the 52 car, Maple Leaf Muscle, got that nickname because, well, he's just Maple Leaf Muscle. He get up there and won a lot of races, and there's a lot of people that don't have a bad thing to say about him. So tough night right now, but I look for the 52 to bounce back most certainly. As Thomas Axel, Chase Pierce are top dogs right now, 1-2. Jeffrey Clifton, we did see him falling back earlier. He was getting really loose on that long run there. I think he just may have overcooked the tires. But he didn't pit, so he went in on lap 31. That's where he got the track position back. It's hard to keep up with everybody pit. My SDK is a little different than my old one was. But Clifton back up into P3. Joshua Doob, though, biggest mover thus far of the race. He is up 10 spots since he hit the grid, running 4th right now, started 14th. Trying to make a pass over the 20 of Jeff Dillon here. As we have the gap up top now as well. I mentioned earlier about how fast they were going. You cannot rely fully on what you're seeing down there, but that's going to give you a ballpark. So they're going about 90 to 92 miles per hour. And let's see, I would say they hit probably about 120, 125 on the straightaway. Peaked out at 126, so I'm surprised to hear Mark say tire fall off is not as severe, because I was just under the assumption that tires would fall off something crazy. You see Pierce basically shoving Thomas Axel down the straightaway right there. I mean, just right there on his back bumper, bringing him everything he can. As top 2, once again, this has been a theme we've saw all night. The top 2, no matter who it is. Well, a while ago, it was actually Thomas Axel, Chris Carroll. Now it's Thomas Axel, Chase Pierce. No matter what, it seems like these first 2 guys can kind of tandem, work together, and kind of break away from the field. And that's what we're seeing right now. And now remember, Chris Carroll led the first 30-something laps of this event up to 31. And made some type of mistake on pit road. We'll talk to him and find out what happened. So now he is trying to make his way back up through the field. And you see it's a tough progress for him right now. He's currently in a box. Got 2 drivers side by side right there in front of him. Mark Arthur, Stoney. So Mark's on fresh rubber now. All 4 of these drivers you see right there are all on fresh rubber. But just see how tough it is to pass. You got 3 guys going nose to tail, going to try to get by the 75 of Stoney, but Stoney is making that high side work right here. Really making it work. It looks like Mark may get clear here in the number 12 car, as he does not. Stoney gets the run down the front stretch. Just looking at lap times, they are drastically different. The second you get side by side with a car versus actually being out there by yourself, as Mark in the 12 car is able to get clear of the 75. Going to try to bring Chris Carroll and the 49 with him. Let's see what Carroll does. I expect Carroll, I thought he was going to drive it off in there deep, but he could not because of the 12 car running the line. And now 99 is trying to peek underneath the 12 car. As we jumped on board with Chris Carroll earlier, let's jump back on board with him now that he's really pushing and see what's happening with him. See if he's spazzing out with the wheel more than normal. He's pretty tame right now. You see he's working it a little bit right there, but he's pretty tame. Really having to turn that wheel to get it to turn down there. At New Hampshire, the track, it has a little bit of banking to it. It don't look like it has a lot of banking, but there's a little bit of banking here. But the track gets really flat down there towards the yellow line. And it actually starts to go uphill a little bit at the yellow line. So car really wants to get loose when you step out down there towards that yellow line. And that's what we're seeing all night. We've seen drivers not able to put the power down all the way to try to make a pass over these guys when they do get to the inside. As he marks running that high side to perfection right now. And Raymond's just saying, boys, figure it out, because I want to go wherever one of you go. But it's still all Thomas Axum, Chase Pierce out front. I'm telling you, there's something to do with this second place guy. Whoever's in second, they can break away from the field. The top two just kind of tandem away from the field. But folks, while we have this long green flag run happening right here, we talked about him earlier, MF Race Designs. We're going to go back to him. If you need a paint scheme for any car on the sim, look up MF Race Designs on Facebook. We thank them for being a premier sponsor of Crooked Line Racing. And we'll be back after these messages. Alrighty, we are back live here on True Sim Productions for the Top Hat Comics Saturday Night Street Stock Series. This is the debut race of season number 2, Crooked Line Racing. Check us out on Facebook. Shoot us a message. You can get in any of our series. We are a short track focus season, or short track focus series, with Monday nights super late models, Tuesday nights are tour modifieds, but then on Wednesday nights we branch out, we go retro, throw it back, and we also broadcast it live here on TSP. But on Wednesday nights we have the 1987 Retro Cup Series, and then of course Saturday night season 2 just got underway tonight at New Hampshire. Some driver is going to walk away with $30, whoever wins tonight's event. And right now, it looks like you cannot deny Thomas Axum. It looked like Chris Carroll was going to be the guy to beat earlier. But ultimately, something happened on pit road that kind of hurt Carroll's chances. But still, a lot of laps left here. We're only 67 laps into this event. Especially also with the choose cone. All it takes is one late race caution to really change up the entire running order. Because that choose cone, you can be running 8th and all of a sudden be restarting 4th. So very interesting to see, and we're seeing Chase Pierce actually falling off of Thomas Axum a little bit here. Right before we went to the MF Race Designs commercial, Pierce was right there on the back bumper of Thomas Axum, to the point where I was almost worried about even switching over. But then, when we come back, Axum has almost half a second lead over Chase Pierce right now. Joshua Doom, number 9 car, is still the biggest mover, up 11 spots. The biggest faller right now is the number 43, has fallen 12 spots. Oh, Jeff Shell going around. I think Jeff Shell may have had some help right there, folks. As we're going to wind it back and see really quick. I'm not sure if that's going to be a caution on this track or not. As, 21 car wiggles ever so slightly. And around went Shellbell. Oh, caution is out on the speedway. So that right there changes up the entire dynamic of this now. As we're going to keep the camera on Jeff Shell. If he pits, I'm not going to bother him and interview him. But if he don't pit, we're going to bring him up here and have a quick little word with him. But yeah, it looked like the 21 just got a little sideways right there, and ultimately nowhere for Jeff Shellbell to go. All right, you have a set of tires still in the pits. What's the call right here for these drivers? All these drivers should have one set left. Axum's taking it down pit road. Your top 6, top 7 all take it down pit road. Mark Arthur does not. Joshua Dube does not. Jason Raymond don't. Jason Day don't. Larry Bell don't. A lot of track position gain for these guys. Jeff Shell does not as well. So a lot of drivers just benefited from that and gained a lot of track position as we actually got the number 55, Shellbell, up in the booth right now. Jeff Shell, you are live in TSP's booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, Jeff, it looked pretty unfortunate right there. It looked like 21 got a little loose, walked it down into you, and then boom, she went. Talk me through it through your windshield, buddy.
It's a tough call, man. I ain't hating on him or anybody. You know, it's just hard racing in the street stocks and trying to fight for track position. And, you know, it's tough out here, man. So, you know, all the cars are so evenly matched, and, you know, that's just how it's been so far.
I've noticed that passing has just been a chore for everybody tonight, Shell. But I noticed that you stayed out right there where everybody else pitted, so that's going to put you, I think, in P8 if my scoring is correct. Do you think you got something up there in the number 55 to get up in the top 5 or whatnot?
We'll see, my man. I don't know what the damage to the tires or the spin was. Hopefully it ain't too bad, but we got some fresh tires behind me and some fast cars behind me, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, Shellbell, good luck to you, number 55. Maybe we'll be talking to the end of this thing, buddy.
Let's hope so, baby. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you. Good luck. All right, Jeff Shellbell right there. Very, very, very good dude right there. I mean, he just got tangled up in a wreck. He was really fast during practice, and I know he wants that first win really bad, Crooked Line Racing, but got tangled up in a wreck right there, but still said just hard racing. That's why we like old Jeff Shellbell right there. As choose cone should be in effect now. Thomas Axum going high. As everybody's basically going how they are supposed to go. And I had to check the choose cone right there. I thought we had a little bit of a violator, but we did not. They got it all sorted out. 28 laps to go, and they crossed the stripe this time by $30 on the line. Axum, Dube, Arthur, Raymond is your top 4 starters with Jason Day bringing the number 52 back up to the front. Will those fresh tires we just saw most of the field take pay off as we're going to watch them fire off right here? As they're on the loud pedal. Advantage really big to the outside lane right there. Now this is when the elbows come out. No, Stony Benfield going around towards the back. Cautions out on the speedway. Cautions breed cautions. I was just saying this is when the elbows go out. As we're going to bring it back up on the TSP wreckage replay. Find out what happened here. Oh, looks like, can't tell what number. The 21 car thought there was room there, but ultimately there was not no room there. Some tough break right there. Was not enough room right there for him. All right, for our drivers that stayed out, are they going to go down pit road now, or are they going to stay out? We heard Mark Arthur say he basically did not see himself pitting anymore the rest of the race. Now, what will the others do? As they are still trying to catch the pace car or the pace truck. All right, folks, let me know in the chat who we got tonight. Thomas Axel's been out front for a while now. Do we go with number 19? Do we go with the 9 of Joshua Dube? Or what about Mark Arthur, Jason Raymond right back there, 3rd and 4th? Jason Day, P5. I mean, it's tough to call out here. Shout out to Joshua Dube, though, this number 9 car, really gaining the spots. And we've said all night long just how tough passing is. Actually, we're going to talk to Chris Carroll one more time. I want to find out what exactly happened to the number 99 earlier. Chris Carroll, you were live in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, sir.
So I noticed lap 31, caution comes out. You go in the pits in the lead. You come out. Thomas is in like 6th. You're in like 14th. What happened on pit road, buddy?
Yeah, I checked my fuel off there. I told it to put 5 gallons in, and it filled me up. So it cost me a lot of time there, a lot of track position. This won't hurt me here. And I figured I'd take some tires to try and make it up here at the end.
Right. It's just so super tough to pass out here tonight, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what part of the pack and who you're racing. I mean, you can get runs on the high and low side, but there's multiple grooves to pass. You can make it work, but you got to work with the guy a little bit to do it. You know, certain guys are harder to pass than others depending on what part of the track you're running. And but for the most part, you can make moves. I mean, I should be able to make some moves here. I don't think I'll get to the lead, but I should be able to pass some cars here.
Well, good luck to you, buddy, and maybe you can get back up there.
I'm gonna try. You might see this thing facing sideways a little bit.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Is this going to be the last restart of the race, or is the old cliche saying caution breed caution true as the 19 car goes to the inside this time? There may not have been a choose cone that time because they wasn't sure if they were going single file or not. So do cautions breed cautions? Everybody is racing now. I mean, you've had guys just kind of riding around trying to save tires, save equipment, but that is long gone out the window, right? We are racing now. You see the 19, 9, 12, 49. That's how they started. That's how they're running right now off that restart. 49 is looking to the outside of Mark Arthur, and we have another caution on the speedway. As Larry Bell this time. Let's go back on the records replay and find out what happened. Oh, we've been in a caution for a long time. I just didn't notice it. Let's see. This is off the restart right here. 5 car Jeffrey Clifton just keeps on pushing. I don't know why he was pushing like that. And, oh, I noticed something. Chris Carroll. Nowhere for Carroll to go. That's what happens when you get into the field like this. You kind of you run a big risk of finding stuff like this right here. On the brakes as much as you can, but can't get it slowed up. Gets a little door action right there as well. Even Jeff Shell. I mean, that's what happens right there. As Tyler in the 53 is going to take his machine down pit road. That's the only taker we have going down pits right now. Thomas, Axum, Dube, and Arthur, I would say they probably like having these cautions. Let them tires cool off a little bit. They last went down pit road on lap 31. The same with Jason Raymond. Jason pitted Jason went down on 49, excuse me. Jason Day pitted on lap 31 last. So they do have a little bit older tires compared to Mark Arthur and Jason Raymond, Thomas Axum, Joshua Dube, and Jason Day. And now Scotty Stevens is the first car on the newest set of tires out here. He's currently sitting P6 on the boards. We're going to pull up the side ticker so you can see in a quick little glimpse where your favorite driver is currently running. I don't know why it has a time limit to go up there. That's not correct. see if we can fix that. There we go. So it looks like lights are off on that Chevy Silverado once again. 19 car to the inside. Joshua Dube on the outside. Going to see if he can get a better jump with that number 9 on the outside versus last time. Next, we're going to watch them fire off as they come to us here. We're back green flag racing here in New Hampshire for the Top Hat Comics Saturday night street stock series. As you see them just blow on by as they're going to fight for turn number 1, fight for any real estate they can. Mark Arthur, ooh, washes up a little bit. Almost gets into the 9. 49 gets to him. 49 is drifting that car. As Mark just kind of shoved off into that corner right there. Nowhere for the rest of them to go. We're back under caution. My oh my. We went a while with only 2 cautions on most of the night. Now let's see if we can dial up the man out front and center, Mr. Thomas Axel. See exactly what he is thinking right now with these caution laps. Thomas, you were live in the True Sim Productions booth. You got a copy, brother?
Yes, sir.
So, Thomas, naturally, if I'm out front, I'm liking these cautions. But also, I just want to get the race over, right? I'm out front. What's going through the 19's mind right now with all these cautions?
Yeah, I definitely am more fan of the long runs because I felt like the car gets better for me on the long runs. The newer tires are going to be better on these short runs, so I keep seeing all these new tires move up 1, 2, 3 spots at a time. But we got a clear mind going into this one, so I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we end this thing under green. I'd love to have a nice run and see what this thing can really do. Haven't been able to push it yet, and it's go-go time.
It is. It's go-go time. Where's Thomas Axel? Thank you, buddy, for coming up here talking to me.
No problem, sir.
He says it is go-go time. No more holding back. But you did notice he said he saw fresh tires. They keep gaining a spot or two here or there. So Mark Arthur back here to 12. I think if he can ever get up to P2, he might have something for Axel just because he does have fresher tires than Axel. Like you see, Axel is still going down low. Jason Day decided to go down low. Or, yeah, no, Raymond decided to go up top. Jason Day went down low. Okay. But I thought they flip-flopped right then. As the choose cone at a track like this is not very impactful, right? But when we go to tracks like LA Coliseum, and you'll see 13 cars on the inside, only 6 cars on the outside. Those are the tracks that really, really, really showcase just what the choose cone's all about. And now, folks, I hope you all tune in next Saturday night with us, as we're not skipping ahead by no means, but next Saturday night we are going old school, baby. We're going to North Wilkesboro for 125 laps of intense short track throwback action at the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway. And now this pace truck's getting ready to make that left-hand turn on the pit road. Fields in the hands of Axum. Axum gets a great launch off as you see him fire off to us. You see Axum go down low right there, not trying to give any type of draft to the 12 car. And now this time 12 car gets a great launch off right there side by side with the 9 car. I don't know if this 12 got that good of a launch or if the 9 car just kind of suffered that restart a little bit. But now 12 is trying to make a power move. We are still green flag. This is the longest green flag run we've had in about 15 laps, it feels like. Advantage goes to the number 9 car in 3 and 4. As we come out of turn number 4, though, this is where the 12 has been good all night long. Let's see if he can make a stick. He cannot. The advantage still to the 9 car. Let's see if we can make that bottom line work. Can Mark make it work down there? As he is now out in front of the 9 car. Just super hard to make the pass. You see Jason Raymond back here has his hands full. Teammate Jason Day just got by, got clear of the 49. Now the 2 car is trying to get clear of the 49, but Mark is trying everything he can to get by this number 9. And it's just stacking up that bottom lane right now. No! Crossover! Mark kind of clears himself. 9 gets to the back of him. They're beating and banging right there. How did they not wreck them cars? And look, Jason Day got the advantage right there as Mark is getting spun and beat all around. And that really screwed Mark and Raymond. As caution's out, I'm not sure what really happened right there, if we're being honest. Go back and watch on the record replay. We're going to actually, let's see. Wait, we're going to go back a little further because although this wreck happened in 1 and 2, it started back here. As you see Mark, he's going to get clear of the 9, kind of. He kind of clears himself right here a little bit. But he did get clear. 9 then gets into the back of him a little bit. Day just comes through hauling the mail. And now 3 wide right here. And then nowhere to go for old Raymond. Man, oh man, we're going to bring Raymond up. If I had to venture a guess, the 49 of Jason Raymond is not very happy right now, if I had to guess. Jason, you were live in the booth. You got copy, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that was actually a little bit better sounding than I thought. I was expecting doom and gloom, Jason. Talk me through what happened right there, brother. That looked pretty nasty.
I don't know. I know Mark and the 9 car were, I don't know, one of them was turning down into the other one in the center of the corner every lap. And Mark wasn't too pleased with it. I know that. So he was kind of, pushing him back up because why would you want to get pushed down to the grass in the middle of a corner? And then I think we were like 3 or 4 wide. I don't even really know. And just calamity. I tried to avoid it. I spiked the brakes, and Garrett didn't really have time to react to it.
No, rumor has it the 38 might still be wide open right now.
It's very possible, dude. He said he's sorry he didn't have time to react. And then when I spun back across the track, he's like, "Oh, so you're just gonna come and wreck me after you're already spinning?" I see. And joking around.
Right.
But yeah, he might still be full bore. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
he's into the pits. He might still be just hammered down.
Oh, he's gonna blow his motor up because he never let off of that wreck right there. I'm not sure what he was talking about. Didn't have time. That was pretty funny.
Oh.
But still, 49's been strong most of the race, but it's been a track position race. It seems like whoever gets up in the top 5, they basically just stay there. It's just so hard to pass, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can get runs out of the corner, and you try to either peak down low. I mean, you have to go down low to make passes. You can't really go up high. So you peak down low, and then people, they'll pinch you down, or you just get a little sideways and lose the momentum and can't really do too much. So definitely sucks I'm back here now, but I'm going to make the best of it and see how many people we can pick off towards the end of the race.
All right, and be sure to spread the message to Miss Mama Raymond, Tammy, my girlfriend, tell her I love her, and I missed her tonight, didn't get to talk to her.
Oh, she's not in here?
I haven't got to talk to her.
Oh, all right.
I've been crying.
Oh, dang.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we have 11 laps to go, going to be 10 to go, and they cross this stripe. Now, this is elbows up racing. $30 on the line, thanks to 5 Kings Motorsports. If you would, search them on Facebook. It's 5 Kings Space Motorsports. They're closing in on 1,000, or they're over 1,000 followers, trying to grow the page ever so slightly. Each like happens and each like helps. You see the 19 car once again get the great launch off. Jason Day does not. Getting a hard shove from Chase Pearson. Now remember, these two have a little bit of history, does the 52 and the 17. As, Day just come. Oh, we got more cars going around. Jason Day's going to come back up the track. That's going to be a wild ride right there. As luckily, everybody pretty much missed him. I think Day and Scotty both just towed the car. As Man, oh man, these last few laps have taken forever. See what happened here. Oh, just 3 wide. Teammates just fighting for the same real estate. Neither one are really giving much of an inch right there. And you see what happens. Sorry, folks, for the silentness right then. Had to go handle some admin duties. That's the perks to being not only the owner of Crooked Line Racing, but the broadcaster. Sometimes you get the call. Now, Chase Pierce, this kid has had the roller coaster of a race. He started in the 6th place spot, worked himself up to P2, maybe even led a lap or two. Then he got wrecked. Same goes for Carroll. Carroll didn't get wrecked, though. Carroll just went to the back, had a misjudgment call on pit road. They are both back up front. The cream of the crop is at the front of the field right now. And I know there's some drivers that are not very happy out here, too. I expect Discord to be a hot topic in the Discord this race, this week. As we are under 10 to go, going to be 7 to go when we cross the stripe right here. 6 to go, excuse me. Field's in the hands of the 19 car. 19 and 99 are in the same Discord. We're going to see if the 99 gets a countdown right here. As they're off, 99 gets a fairly good launch. Going to be side by side with the 17. And now look at Doob going to the inside. 17's going to block it. Doob is going to give him a shot into the corner right there. As that kind of hurt Chase Pierce right there. Did not help him by far. And look at Jason Raymond trying to bounce back, bring the 49 back up in the top 5. As oh, these guys are really beating and banging. 9 car and 17. Chase is blocking the 9 car all the way up and down the track. As 17 lost the battle right there. As now the 49 Jason Raymond's looking to the inside of Joshua Doob. As Axum loves seeing this. He wants to see these guys race it out here towards the back of the, or out here towards the back, towards second place. Jason Raymond literally was just in the back not even 4 laps ago. That's what the choose cone does right there. And then of course Rex also happening. Allows you to gain some spots. Now the 49 is going to try to get clear. He does get clear of the 9 car of Joshua Doob. Now the 17 is trying to get clear of him. Now these two have not raced very well with each other these last 5 or so laps since the caution came out. Let's see what happens here. As Chase is running him clean right now. No contact between the two. Now these are going to be regular points drivers too. I don't think Thomas Axum. I think he's just here trying to win some money tonight. I don't think he'll race all season long. As we're 2 laps to go here for the debut race of season number 2. Thomas Axum, Jason Raymond, Chase Pierce is how they're running right now on the grid. As a very good bounce back night for not only Jason Raymond, but also Chris Carroll and Chase Pierce. Both of them, your second, third, and fourth place guys all had adversity through this race, but bounced back in a great way. As white flag is out. It does not matter what happens now. As I'm saying, oh, Jeremy Osborne may have went around. I'm saying actually there might be a wreck somewhere. There is not. As we go back up front, it's all Thomas Axum. He has over a half a second lead over second place Jason Raymond. He just needs to go down here 3 and 4, make 2 more decent corners, and he's going to win 30 bones here tonight. As Thomas Axum's running out of turn number 3 and 4 for the final time tonight on True Sim Productions. Your Top Hat Comics race winner number 1 goes to Thomas Axum in the number 19. Jason Raymond's in P2 with Chase Pierce bringing it home in the 3rd place position. What a race, what a race, what a race. As oh, you see the 9 car, 17. Going at it a little bit. As what a statement win by Axum right there. It sucks for Carroll that Carroll kind of got, I think an iRacing glitch got him again. I know it happens to him a lot, but oh, Tammy Raymond was in the chat, and Steven Johnson, you are not lying, sir. Very, very ballsy playing blocks like that, but, I mean, you know how it goes when these races are on the line, especially when you've had cautions the way you have had cautions. I want any spot I can get, so if I can hold my spot like that and not wreck, I'm going to try it, but it definitely is risky. It's risky business. As we're going to pull up our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Chase Pierce, the kid. Now, for those that watch OSR Network, you know me and this kid had a few run-ins the past few weeks. But this kid right here, I don't like him, right? I can't stand him, but I love him. He battled through some adversity tonight. Ran up front, got sent to the back, got in the wreck, and fought and clawed himself back up front. And I think he truly did have, him and Carroll were about the only 2 that had something for Axum. This time was not on their side. Chase Pierce, you were live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
You're ugly as can be. You and Doob, I think we're getting ready to throw blows, but kudos to you for not firing back right then when he came up and hit you. You know, we'll sort that out. We don't like that around here. Even though me and you did some stuff right, still don't like it around here. Talk me through that last restart especially, and you and Doob, what's the beef there?
Well, I mean, on the restart, I just if I would have timed it good, I think I had some for Axum, definitely. But I mean, I suck at timing the starts when I start second. I just can't time them good there. And what happened between, well, first, Doob, all race, he was just throwing stupid moves, and I was blocking him because I just thought it was stupid. Some of the stuff he was doing out there.
I mean, you wasn't the only one blocking, though. It looked like, I mean, you did block him pretty aggressive there at the end, right? But like I said, there was a guy in the chat that said, whoa, 17 blocking pretty hard. And I was like, well, you see how this race is. And what just happened to him before Chase got around him was he was getting blocked really hard, right? So I mean, you got to do that at the end. But it just looked like there was something more to it than just the blocks. But you did a good job of holding on to the car there, not getting spun, because I feel like he was gunning for you there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, after I threw that one block, I drove it in there a little hot. I was occupied with the 9 there, and I wasn't really on it there and made a mistake. Drove up into Carroll and sent him back a spot or 2 or 3. And a couple laps later, me and Doob, I mean, I just got into him there. Well, I think I had the spot. We came together.
Right.
But, I mean, I guess he doesn't see that way.
Well, you know how it is, Pierce. When we're in these cars, we're different people, right? I mean, that's just And then you see it on replay, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I was wrong here, or maybe I should have done this there, right? I mean, that's race car drivers. That's the way we're wired. I don't know why that is, right? But that is how it is, right? Who we got to think for number 17 tonight? Very, very up and down race.
Yeah, my parents, Top Hat Comics, Stick Shifter Sim Racing, Fanatec, MPI, Thrustmaster, iRacing for the great sim, you for the great broadcast, and you and Cricket Line Racing for the great league.
Do you still hate me, Pierce?
You're good, dude. Just racetrack. We have our differences.
It seems like I don't care. It comes up about once every 6 months. Me and you's gonna butt heads.
Yeah, what happens? We're racing close.
It's all good, brother. It's short track racing, dude. It's gonna happen. It won't be the last time, right? It is what it is. Good race tonight, buddy. Way to bounce back, seriously. And good points tonight. Start the season out with.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's pull up our second place finisher. And I'll be honest, I have no idea how the hell this guy got back up here to second. I'm telling you, he raced with a golden horseshoe up his behind at all times. He was 11th last time we were talking. Ended up P2, choose cone, and then a big wreck happened in front of him. Really helped him out. Jason Raymond, you were live in the booth. You got a copy, Big Ugly?
I do indeed.
How in the heck did you end up back in second? Talk me through. I mean, I know he got back up in second, but talk me through that final restart. And were you expecting Doob and Pierce to kind of kill each other right then?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how I'm sitting here talking to you right now. I was like, I don't even know where I was after I wrecked, like, what, 16th or something?
You were 11th. Don't try to embellish it. You made it sound better.
I was 16th. Jesus.
Ray was like, I don't know where I was. I was like 47th or 50th, something like that.
Yeah, it felt like I was way back there. Then that big wreck happened, just avoided that. And choose cone, that last choose cone, everybody was just lining up on the bottom. I was like, all right, I'm going up to the third row. And then I got a pretty good restart there. The fresh tires definitely helped with that. Through the center of the corner, I was definitely a lot faster than a lot of the guys. Was able to kind of work my way up, got underneath Doob. He almost hooked me into the outside fence, turning down into me. Then, I don't know, I didn't even know Chase and Doob were battling like that behind me. I was just focused on Axum out front, and I definitely caught him a little bit, but you know what they say, catching is one thing, passing is a whole nother. So I don't know if I would have had anything for him, but after wrecking with 10 to go, I'll definitely take a second place finish.
Right on. I mean, Jesus Christ, you little golden horseshoe. And Tammy Raymond was in the chat. She just was not talking to me already, so I'm going to have a chat with her about that. But Ramon, who do we got to thank for tonight's finish for the number 49 car, bringing home P2 with your stage SDK picture?
Oh, you know, there's a ton of people. First off, I got to thank Top Hat Comics for coming on board, based out of Lexington, North Carolina. They a big support to all three of our short track series, so it's great to have a title sponsor on there along with ButtKicker. I got to thank my parents and you at True Sim Productions for doing the broadcast.
Right, thank your parents. You got to thank me again.
Oh, anyways, I got to thank all the guys over at Five Kings Motorsports and all the sponsors over there. We got Michael Falk over at MF Racing Designs, Maconi Setup Shop, TheButtKicker.com, Savage Edge Apparel, Raise Energy, USA Firearms, Southern Signs in North Carolina. Then I got a few of my personals. I got the Barn Package Store, Tile Chief Floor and Wall Coverings, and Mayhew Construction.
Jesus Christ, kid. You got a...
Oh, wait, one more. I don't know if I said BAM Racing Videos. I'm not sure.
You got a Post-it note sitting right there in front of you or something? Jesus, kid. Well, congratulations on that, and I'm sure all 397 ones of your sponsors are going to like that too. So congratulations on the P2, and I'm sure if you show up and race, we'll be talking to you more this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Big Ugly. All right, folks. And then there was one. Thomas Axum, he started P3, followed Carroll for the first 30 laps. Carroll did something dumb on pit road, had a glitch of some sort. That allowed Thomas Axum to go down, come out P6, and then it's been pretty much the Thomas Axum show once he got out front like it normally is. Dude's super fast when it comes to these short tracks, and he proved it once again to earn him 30 bones here tonight. Axum, you're up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So we talked to you a little bit earlier in the race. You said, man, you just wanted a long run, right? And it seemed like a long run was not to be there towards the end. Just guys just racing over their head, running over each other. Was How nervous was you on that last restart? Because, if anybody's going to get to you when you're the fastest guy out there, it's going to be on a restart, right? They're going to go up there and bump you or something silly, right? So, you have any type of nerves on that last few restarts there?
Yeah, it's always because we've all raced with each other for a few seasons now. I mean, Chase Pierce, Jason Raymond, all quick guys. You know what the deal is. Just the leader has such an advantage on restarts, which that's why I like being the leader, especially at the end. Every single time there was a yellow, I just knew that's another chance to just throw away a win. I don't know. I didn't get to practice too much, but I said to Carol before this race, this is New Hampshire, this is Loudon. We got to defend the territory, so we just we did our thing up front. Definitely was better to be in second. Felt good riding behind the car, saving as much as I can, but just wanted to make it a one-stop race. I liked all the different strategies with the having different strategies. Like Chase didn't pit till 20 to go. Someone took tires with 10 to go. I mean, I pitted on lap 30 and then made my bed and did my thing. But I love all the different strategies because it'll be different every week.
Right. So let me ask you this, Thomas, and I really expect your opinion, right? Normally in our series we do 125 laps and only one extra set of tires. Do you think that extra set out there, the 2 sets of tires, changed up strategy tonight?
Yeah, because I said early when I was talking with Chris in the race, and I just said I'm going to pit, take my tires, and I think that's it. Because that second set, I mean, if I got into a wreck trying to drive through the field, I'd pit, and if I have to fix my car, I'd take the tires again. But that second set of tires is like an extra pillow under the first pillow, so it's just good to have. But I don't know, it's good because some people think you need them, but I don't know. Old tires sometimes prevails, and it's more often than not.
I mean, it showed tonight, right? It showed tonight. You didn't have super old tires, but you were about 15, 16, I think actually 20 laps older than the other people all around you. So, I mean, you proved old tires can definitely survive, and you did it in a hell of a way. So, congratulations for that. $30 richer. It seems like Crooked Line Racing has just direct ties to your bank because you collect a lot of money, brother.
Man, I love it. Thank you for the race tonight. Shout out to Tanner Marr. I like what's the new Sim Productions YouTube?
True Sim Productions.
True Sim Productions.
Yeah,
I like hopping on board. New name.
Yeah, started it with another buddy of mine. Decided to kill off what we had and just try to do something a little different, right? Just trying different stuff. But Thomas, congratulations, brother. Who we got to thank for the number 19 being super fast once again out here?
Just Tanner Marr, Bernie's Liquor, Studios 10 Designs, and for the broadcast, can't wait to go back and watch True Sim Productions on YouTube, and we'll check it out.
Thank you, Thomas, for that, and congratulations, buddy. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for tonight. Want to give a huge shout out to the ones that stuck through it all night long. 100 laps. It's been a long one. We've been in here for almost 2 hours now. So the old vocal cord box is it's spent, but it was a fun one. Want to thank y'all for tuning in to True Sim Productions as always. As we'll get the ticker or the results page up. You can see where your favorite driver finished at tonight. As we go through the top 10 here, Chris Carroll, Larry Bell, Axum. Oh, that's qualifying. Whoop. Technical difficulties there, folks. Now let's get it. Thomas Axum, Jason Raymond, Chase Pierce brought it home first, second, and third. Chris Carroll, Joshua Dube rounded out the top 5. Jeff Dillon in the number 20 car brought it home in P6. Tyler in 7th. First race in the series for Tyler, so shout out to him coming in and getting himself a top 10. Clifton's in 8th, Brandon's in 9th, and Stoney Benfield, number 75, came back to race with us for the first time in a long time and put it in the top 10. I want to thank Mullet Music Productions, Joshua Rutherford, for the great rendition of the National Anthem. Want to send out a huge happy birthday to Sam. Want to say thank you to MF Racing Designs for being a loyal sponsor, USAFirearms.com for being a loyal sponsor, and of course, based out of Lexington, North Carolina, Top Hat Comics. Thank you for being a supporter of the series. We could not do this without y'all. Tonight, Thomas Axum cashed out with 30 bones. Want to thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see ya.